And Greg McCallum is the man in charge of proceedings. And we're underway with Tim Dwyer starting proceedings down here at Seaford Oval. And Laurie Daly, first touch of the football for the Raiders. Straight into the waiting arms, though, of Mark Pocock. The Canberra side has really been worked hard by Sheens this week after that loss to Penrith. Now Walters makes about 5 metres before he's put down. Here's Henjack getting it on the Lance. Henjack again, back for Daly. His kick running towards the touchline and finds it. Good kick from Laurie Daly.
Yes, the State Bank replay shows a splendid kick to open proceedings. Daly's really got the right foot onto that one. That's a good gain of over 50 metres.
The young fellow was listening intently to his music before the game, trying to psych himself up. Saw that before Tim Sheens closed the doors.
There's a win against the food there.
Yes, good win for Walters. So this puts Canberra in a very strong attacking position in the early stages. Heavy defence, so only 10 metres out is O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan still going. Only 5 metres from the line, Chris O'Sullivan. Walters dummy half, back for Henjack. Across for Daly. Daly showing the ball, tried to flick it over his head, but it's gone loose. Rapati has it now for Manly. Rapati will play it about 18 metres out from his own line. Laurie Daly down injured. Seems to have hurt his wrist when he tried to flick that ball over his shoulder. It'll be a blow for Canberra if he's gone. Already without Jackson. Can't afford to lose Jackson and Daly. Here's Manly in possession now with Lyons. Getting it on for Dwyer. Good tackle from Bellamy around the ankles. Now Williams just about on the quarter line. Dwyer sends this one down to Belcher. No problems for him. Well, Laurie Daly seems to be okay coming back into the take his place in the back line. Here's a penalty to Canberra.
I think Laurie may have felt a little bit embarrassed about the stupid thing he did. And you usually get injured after that.
Yeah, very exciting player, young Laurie Daly. Now Belcher kicking for touch. And he's able to find it about 11 metres inside Manly's territory. Here's Henjack, and then O'Sullivan. And Lonergan, Dean Lonergan in for Sam Bacco. Lonergan, a Kiwi, has played test football for New Zealand. Away goes Gilbert. Hasler's there to stop him. Now Coyne, back for Lance, inside the Manly quarter now. Good running from Canberra. Henjack onto Belcher, who picked his mark into the back line, but he can't beat the defence. Still just inside the Manly quarter. Blind side goes Walters. Found support too from Bellamy. Henjack, a little kick ahead. Dwyer was perfectly positioned to take that kick. Brings it out and will play it 12 metres out from his own line. O'Connor able to beat one and then link up with Williams. Williams running strongly, got support from Davis. Davis is held though by Martin. 9 metres short of the halfway mark. Cleal dummy half, but the penalty's gone to Manly. Inside the 5 metres, the Raiders.
Dwyer will come up and look for touch here, and Bill Anderson already. It's quite obvious that Canberra keen to take Manly on in the forwards, and the Sea Eagles likewise wanting to spread this ball out wide.
Well, Graham, the fact that O'Connor is playing for Manly and Jackson isn't playing for the Raiders obviously means that Manly have got an advantage out there. But I still believe the key to this game is going to be Noel Cleal. If he's in the right sort of mood, he'll give the Raiders all sorts of problems. He's the man they're going to have to stop.
This man too, Gately, played well against Great Britain during the week. Brokenshire. Great opportunity. He's lost the ball. Stolen, in fact, says McCallum. Shake of the head from Lazarus, but he'll come back for the penalty.
Well, the State Bank replay shows that he does manipulate the ball away from the Manly player there, and there's little doubt that the penalty had to go. The guy was on the ground when the ball was stolen. So a bit of an indiscretion there from Lazarus.
O'Connor then to have the first shot for goal.
Incidentally, O'Connor will need to pick up his goal kicking form. He had a fairly ordinary day yesterday, only 2 from 5 for Australia. Very out of character for this player.
So did his English counterpart.
Oh yes, indeed. But we were all praying for that, weren't we?
In fact, both leading point scorers in the Winfield Cup, Gary Belcher and Michael O'Connor, involved in this game. 11 tries and 39 goals for O'Connor so far this season, 122 points. Make it 124. He'll join Belcher on 124, and Manly take the early lead, 2 points to 0.
Let's not forget that Manly played Tuesday night against Great Britain. It may take its toll. They do look a little slow, some of those forwards, Bill Anderson.
Well, they are. There would be a real worry for Bob Fulton, the way that the Raiders were able to make such easy yardage, 1 and 2 off the ruck. And Noel Cleale's got to get the rest of these Manly forwards together and make a decision that they've got to stick at this for 80 minutes. This is a vital game for them.
Indeed it is. It's a vital game for both teams, particularly look at Belcher. Belcher running strongly up over halfway, trying to link up with somebody. Found Ferguson with him, but Ferguson is caught right on the halfway mark. Here's Lazarus again. Oh, look at this easy yardage for Lazarus. Straight up the middle he goes. Still standing. Can't get the pass away. Coyne was there to back him up. Oh, geez. Poor defence for Manly. They're struggling up the middle at the moment. As Canberra spin it wide. Here's Bellamy. Bellamy's got Martin with him. Martin, can he beat Dwyer? He can. Great try. Paul Martin in the corner.
The State Bank will show a great try. This is beautiful football from Canberra. They really spun the ball wide. It really is a good try. They've got it really on a string. Henjack fires it away to O'Sullivan. Out there to Lonergan, then on to Martin. And Martin goes upfield and full stretch is able to get the ball down. We'll see it from another angle now. Just watching the players. They move the ball out along the line. There he is, the big fella. And out to Martin. Now Martin shows a nice in and away here. That's a very clever bit of football. There was no room to move on the outside. He came in, slowed the Manly defence down. There's Manly defence running across field. Lonergan's out there. Unloads a very good pass to Martin. He comes in away from the sideline and then out again, and Dwyer's left pointless. A very, very good try. Excellent stuff.
Well, Paul Martin, who's already set the crowd alight here today with a couple of very fine runs, only 20. And it was a great try. That's the angle he has to work with. Very acute angle. 54 goals from 73 attempts so far this season for Belcher. This one he's hit particularly well. Oh, great kick from Belcher. And the Raiders move further in front. It's Canberra 6 and Manly 2.
Manly very guilty of standing back in defence, waiting for these Canberra players to come to them. They have to get it into their minds, firmly into their minds, to move up in defence. Deep for the try scorer Martin to bring it back. He really has opened. Oh, he's hit solidly from Brokenshire. He's opened Manly up on a couple of occasions. Brokenshire looking as though he's come off second best. He's up finally now, and Coyne's brought it back to near the quarter line. Gilbert. And Jack Lonergan. Back quickly for the kick now go the Raiders. Daly straight down for Dwyer. He's wrapped up by Bellamy and Ferguson. Rapati into dummy half. On the blind side, had O'Connor with him, but he decided not to pass. Hasler. Gately got well a difficult pass. It's really set back on their heels from that try, Manly. Lions now trying to get something started out wide. Good short ball for Cleal. He's got O'Connor through the gap, back for Cleal. Stepping out of tackles, last tackle. Turvey calls quickly for it, Lions. Kick out wide. Williams went up for it and gets it back, and 6 more tackles. All the pressure on Canberra. Hasler. Lions looking for runners into that dummy half position. Turvey. Haggett. Lions. Williams. Standing flat, Manly. They weren't deep at all. Lions with the ball again. Outside defenders. Back for Gately. He'll be hard to stop. Just a metre short. Hasler. That was off a Canberra player. It'll come back for the knock-on. So don't think the pressure's going to stop here. It'll be a Manly feed.
Yes, there was a long pass out there. The pass was knocked down by Lance, who came up quickly in defence. O'Sullivan was onto it like a greyhound, but the knock-on had taken place back at the tackle.
Right in centre field and underneath the uprights, the scrum packs. Opportunity either side to go. Turvey goes the open with Lions. He does well to send O'Connor into the clear. Out for Davis. And he does well. Good try from Manly. And an instant reply from the Sea Eagles. Put it down to Cliffy Lyons, who got outside his opposite man, though.
Well, I'd like to give a bit of credit to O'Connor there for a remarkable pass and a good pickup from Lyons there. There's the man who got outside. Now watch O'Connor manipulate the ball overhead to Davis. Now Davis is desperate to make amends for that terrible blunder earlier of missing a tackle on Martin. He's able to do it by getting around his man there and scoring on the outside. That was good stuff. Here's the pass again, one-handed over the top out to Davis. Props comes in off the left foot and scores a try. A very, very good move by Manly. Dare we say it, the reply of a champion football team to another champion football team. One team scores, the other one comes straight back. That's great stuff. And Davis in for a good one.
Stuart Davis, 26. Some might say he looks a little bit older. Does Stuart?
We might say he looks a little bit older.
But he is a very accomplished finisher. Gary Coyne, after missing that tackle, still receiving some treatment. Just have a look at the bench. Look at the talent there. Bacco, Meninga, Peter Jackson. Just how they'd love to have them out there in the centre position. But then the big question, what do you do with Laurie Daly? So O'Connor from wide out. Strikes it well, curling back, just failing. So it's all tied up here at Seaford. Canberra Manly, 6 apiece.
Paddy Vorton, who played pretty strongly yesterday, on the bench as a fresh reserve. And the way the Manly forwards were struggling a little earlier, I thought may have gone through Fulton's mind about using him early in the game. But with that try, awful mistake. Des Hasler, with the try that Manly just scored, that thought was probably gone, but this will give Fulton heartburn.
State Bank replay. Look at Hasler. Takes the ball on his chest, lets it go through his arms over the sideline, giving a scrum feed to Canberra, only 11 metres out from the line.
Bob Fulton, I don't know whether he's ordering some roll aids or something, I don't know, but he was writing something down frantically.
He didn't he didn't miss Des, let's just say that.
Here's Laurie Daly now with the ball. Just on the Manly quarter, getting pushed back to a metre or two. May have lost the ball. Penalty's gone to Canberra. He must have been called held.
Yes, one of those situations there. He's obviously heard held. The players involved in the tackle are either too stupid to realise it or they didn't hear with the moment going on. But that fella there, the young bloke Pocock, was a little bit enthusiastic and tore the ball out of his hands.
Belcher, 30 metres out, about 20 metres in. And he's there. It's there, all right. So Canberra back in front again. They lead Manly by 8 points to 6.
Henjack. Thrown to the ground by Lyons on the last tackle. Again they switch play. Bellamy. Belcher. That was a poor pass from Bellamy. He was under a lot of pressure, Belcher, to try and take that. Dwyer.
There's a Manly player down. Graham has not moved after making that tackle on Belcher.
Darryl Williams down. Still hasn't moved. Tuvey. Out for Rapati. Trying to get the outside of Johnny Ferguson. That's a tough assignment. No success. Again they go wide, Manly. Long pass out from Hasler for Lyons. Again the long pass for Davis. Davis beats his man. Comes back infield. He's got Hasler in support. There's a touch judge in for back play. We'll come back for that. This could be the try to O'Connor. It should be. He steps inside Ferguson. Steps inside a second time. Great footwork. Well, it's a try under the post. The touch judge is calling play back. The touch judge is calling them way back upfield. So you've got to forget about the advantage being played here.
We'll see it again and we'll see if we can pick up what went on. If any of you guys see the touch judge come in at a specific point, let me know. But Lyons out to Davis. Davis shows a clean pair of heels here. This is what he's good at. He evades the Bellamy tackle so easily, and then he accelerates, gets straight into the clear. He weaves and comes back on the inside, dummies to Hasler, goes behind the referee, a long floating pass out to O'Connor. Watch the footwork of this man. He's propped, stopped, gone, propped, stopped, gone, and he still has another prop left at him here, look, and then gets the ball down. It's an astonishing bit of football, but it's all for naught because Lyons is the man that's getting 5 minutes in the sin bin, and I didn't know what he did.
I did see a player get tackled, one of the defending players get tackled without the ball and knocked down, so obviously that's what it was.
Well, he took exception to the tackle after he unloaded the pass.
Okay, so that is a great disadvantage to Manly. They've had the spectacular try disallowed, which will be written about in the papers, one would think. And there's going to be a goal attempt to Belcher, who will be kicking from about 11 metres inside the halfway.
There's the angle directly in front. Just short of 40 metres out, though. Struck it well. He's kicking them well today. Pushing Canberra further ahead now. 10-6 the Raiders over Manly.
McCallum puts the scrum down. 15 metres out from the Canberra line. Henjack has it, and the penalty's gone to Canberra.
Yes, Hasler breaking from the scrum too soon. That was the problem there.
Well, this is a miss kick. A massive miss kick from Belcher. In fact, it's gone about 15 metres infield. Ferguson very quickly up there to try and bring him down. Great chase from Ferguson. And don't they love him? Quick shift of the ball from Manly. Lyons call for it. Back it goes for Tuvey, right up the middle. There's been a little bit of sloppy play from both sides in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Somebody's going to pay the penalty. Very dangerous period just before the break for half-time, the last 5 minutes. Billy Manley have just found touch. Any thought in the possibility of that being a planned kick from Canberra?
Graham, I think it was. Belcher came up very quickly. He saw that Tim Dwyer had his back turned and was out of position. He yelled out to Ferguson, put his boot to the ball, and Ferguson was hot on chase, but Dwyer was just fast enough to get back there and recover.
Lyons, bad defence. They went without it, Manly. Hasler keeps it alive for Tuvey. Brokenshire threw it out with one hand virtually, and again the long ball from Lyons. Again the footwork from O'Connor, just managed to get himself outside a man and put Williams nearly through a gap. Gately props, goes back inside. Desperate defence from Canberra. Lyons back for Cleal. 10 metres out. O'Connor again. The kick for the in goal. He's looking for Davis. Martin's there. He fumbles it. It's a try. Michael O'Connor right on the spot with the kick, and that ball fumbled by Paul Martin. The ball just got away from him.
So Martin's become an instant devil after being a hero a few moments ago. He misfields this kick in the in goal as O'Connor puts it through. Davis is coming through. There was the misfield. There's Davis getting the ball down. And Graham mentioned a while ago that Davis was a very good finisher on the wing. Well, I don't think you'll see much better than this. This is quick, alert stuff. He was there like a greyhound and very quickly onto the loose ball. See it, and on the ball he goes before anyone else can get to it. He absolutely loves that sort of situation. I think Davis is the leading try scorer in the Manly club at the moment in all grades. He has had a meteoric couple of years for the club, and that thoroughly deserved try will set him up well.
So 2 tries for Davis. There was the man that laid on the kick for him, now with his own kick from out wide. And he hooks it again. Scoreline 10-all here at Seaford between Canberra and Manly.
As the weather starts to get a bit cool, 10-all the scoreline. A couple of changes I noticed in the Manly side, Billy Anderson.
Yes, there are, Ian. Firstly, Davis is off. He's been replaced by Greg Austin wearing number 2, and Mark Pocock has an injured hip. He had a great game in the first half, Pocock. Paul Vaughton, he played in the test yesterday for Australia wearing number 8, takes his place. Now, Bob Fulton stressed the forward defence needs improvement. He really worked on that, and he also felt that there were plenty of holes in the Canberra defence provided their support play improved. Timmy Sheens didn't have to make any replacements. He left them with one instruction: strong backline defence. That's necessary, particularly on Cliff Lyons.
Okay, thank you, Bill. We're underway with the second half as Dwyer juggles it in the in-goal area. Got it onto Rapati. Rapati came inside Coyne and got up towards the quarter line before he's pulled down. There are the tackling information from the first half. Both sides have made a lot of tackles, 87 and 89. Gilbert and Lonergan for Canberra the best. Now Hasler runs from dummy half. And the man who's sitting back enjoying the football today after watching yesterday. Oh, look at this work from O'Connor. We'll come back to this in a minute. O'Connor still going. Can he get it? Almost. Play on as Noel Cleo's come up with it for Manly. We have a special guest I'll introduce to you in a minute, because Manly doing some good things as Lions. Got it away to Vaughton. He's stumbling. Now Hasler up over the quarter. Haggett from dummy half. Lost the ball. Penalty's gone to Manly.
Yeah, the stay-back replay shows Haggett going through there. The ball was stripped by Lonergan, and O'Sullivan coming back from an offside position falls on it, so the penalty goes to Manly. An unfortunate penalty.
I started to introduce our special guest, a man who was biting his fingernails for a lot of yesterday, the Australian Rugby League Test coach, Don Ferner. Welcome.
Thanks very much, Ian.
Better watching today than yesterday, eh?
I'm very relaxed today, yes. Tim Sheens and Bobby Fulton's got a worry today.
Did you put a pill under your tongue yesterday in the first half?
I did for a while.
Well, that's a bad miss. That's O'Connor. And yesterday, of course, O'Connor missed plenty of goals, Don. He's missed another one today.
Yeah, he's hitting the ball all right, but it's just his alignment's just out a little, only about a yard, but it's enough to call it a miss.
Tuvey with the scrum win for Manly. On the run around with Lyons. Out it comes. Good ball away in the back line. O'Connor did well to catch that. The crowd felt that he had knocked it on. Austin jinking on the fringe of the ruck. Haggett finds Gately. Just setting themselves now, Manly. Switch of play must come back down this left side. It does with Tuvey. Lyons. Outside his man again. Look for Cleo. He was well and truly marked. Tuvey right up the middle. Can't find himself a hole though. Back again for Lyons. The dummy. Straight up the middle. He goes. Still going. Cliff Lyons. Good individual try. Oh, the defence wasn't there, but he read it. And it was a great dummy that sent him on his way.
Oh, yes, that'll look good in the State Bank replay, particularly from head on. You'll see exactly what he does. He goes over a fallen opponent here. One dummy to kick on the second time, and then straight through the Belcher tackle to score a fine try from about 17 metres out. This is real good stuff. He's beaten Henjack easily. He comes up, he gets through Walters, and then he goes past Belcher with a great big fend, and that's a fine, fine solo try. He's full of tricks as well as anything you want to see, but this man is capable of scoring great tries, and he's elated there. He wasn't a hero a few moments ago when he was 5 minutes in the sin bin, but that sort of rectified the situation as far as he's concerned.
Plenty of people like to label him a hot and cold player. Well, he was very, very hot on that occasion. Dwyer now taking out the kicking duties, right next to the upright. And successful. Very important try to Manly. 16-10, they lead the Raiders.
Here's Hasler. On his knees almost to the quarter line. In fact, is on the quarter line by the time he plays it. Lyons inside for Vaughton. And now Rapati. Big Joe Rapati made the break and found Lyons. And Lyons is in for try number 2. Well, I have vivid memories of Joe Rapati playing in a test match in Auckland. I called it several times, and he blitzed him. He's done it again.
Yes, well, watch the Rapati's action. Out to Lyons. The switch back inside to Vaughton. Vaughton goes strongly, gets the pass away there to Rapati. Look at him stream through the defenders there, and then back on the outside to Lyons, and Lyons is in for the easiest of tries. It looked very, very simple. Believe me, there's a lot of meat and poundage gone into that one. Look at this again, Lyons holding the ball twice in the movement, onto Vaughton. Vaughton into Rapati. Rapati goes straight through between two defenders, evades the third, and there's the pass to Lyons, and Lyons in for a double. What a great try, underneath the posts.
Played very strongly today, Cliffy Lyons, hasn't he?
He has indeed.
Canberra making a change, Billy, are they?
Yes, Steve Walters has succumbed to an ankle injury, and his place has been taken by Wayne Collins in number 25.
Wayne Collins in 25, okay. This is going to require a huge effort from the Raiders to get back into this now. Dwyer from right in front, taken over the goal kicking duties from O'Connor. He already has 1 from 1. And he shouldn't have any trouble at all with this one. Nevertheless, he certainly takes his time. And as you'd expect, right between the posts. So Manly increased that lead. It is now 22-10.
Collins. Lazarus. All fairly predictable stuff. This time the ball being stripped going to bring a penalty. You'd call it on the player to play it on this occasion.
State Bank replay shows to me not much difference to the time before when Manly's Rapati had the ball stripped from him, but the penalty goes to Canberra. They're going to kick for touch on this occasion. They've got to score tries. They're out of range now of trying a goal, getting them back on level terms. So here they go.
Coyne. For Lonergan, back for Coyne. Finds Gilbert quickly for Lance. He's been leading the way in this second half with his defence. Henjack, the back set themselves. Belcher, long pass out for Daly. He steps O'Connor brilliantly. Oh, well, he just stepped and stood up Michael O'Connor. That's brought the crowd to their feet and put them back into the game.
Yes, a beautiful try. Great footwork by the boy, Daly. He goes around O'Connor here with a good step. Just watch this. And that is something you don't often see. Lions arrived too late. The cover defence of Dwyer was too late. The long pass there from Collins out to Henjack, away to Belcher. Another lofty long pass out there to Daly. He's got sufficient room to use his footwork, and he went beautifully and scored a very sound try indeed.
Laurie Daly, just 18 years of age, 11 tries in 88. What an important kick now for Belcher. 3 from 3. This will put him within a try and a goal of Manly. Again, it's from wide out. right in the corner of the shadows. Plenty of concentration from Belcher. Strikes it well, just wide, hitting the upright. They don't come any closer. Manly remain 8 points clear, 22 to 14.
Here comes Lazarus. Don't like the way he holds that football. Holds it very loose, doesn't he?
Yes, that one-handed action, it's not to be recommended, I don't think.
Now Lonergan. Well, yes, Borton's picked it up out of Lonergan's hands.
He got a little right hand from Ashley Gilbert there, Paul Borton. He's got up glaring daggers.
Tuvey got it under Lyons. Lyons stepping and going straight ahead. Found O'Connor with him. O'Connor looks for support. Got a pass on to Rapati that looked forward, but Rapati's been tackled. Only 11 metres out now as O'Connor runs from dummy half. Henjak holds him. Here's Tuvey, and now Cleo. Back for Tuvey. Henjak's around his ankles though. Hasler. Now Lyons. Lyons a dummy to Williams and went straight ahead. Is this try number 3? It certainly is. Cliffy Lyons in for his 3rd try. A simple little dummy, or clever little dummy anyway, and then straight ahead he went.
Yes, that's a very tired football team that takes dummies like that. Here's Hasler. As we watch the head-on shot of this, the long pass out to Lyons. He dummies now, steps, Lonergan goes streaming across in front of him, and then suddenly it's open. It's wide open. Belcher's there in front of him, but he just rounds Belcher. Tackled, but still got the momentum, get to the line. It's a beautiful try. Really, he's read the situation well. He knows that forwards get very tired. Lance took the dummy. Lonergan took the dummy. He went straight ahead. Belcher's the only one in front. He veers away there and at full stretch scores a very good try. He's been an astonishing player today. Graham, you said that he's considered a hot and cold player. I'll agree with that. Hot and cold, but in this sort of hot, he's worthy of an Australian team.
He certainly is. It's been an outstanding performance this afternoon.
Well, we talked about the possibility of Manly being tired after that midweek game, and they did show signs early in the match. I think everybody agreed as Bob Fulton continues to send instructions. But in fact, it's Canberra who have wilted in the latter stages of this match.
Yes, a high-scoring game. We're fortunate to see two sides that can throw the ball around. None of your doer rugby league in this match. This is all helter-skelter. This is all what the crowds love, and look at them and listen to them. They are absolutely buzzing.
The referee McCallum has signalled time off for Dwyer as he takes an awful long time to line up his kicks. Very precise the way he places the ball. Deep in concentration. And this is going to swing across the post and miss it. So the score remains Manly Warringah 26 and Canberra 14. And a change to the Canberra side, Bill.
Yes, there is. Ashley Gilbert's coming from the field. His place is being taken by the reserve grade halfback Ricky Stewart, and there's going to be a Manly change in the moment. Glenn Ryan's going onto the field, will be taking the place of Mark Brockenshire.
Bill, there's another Canberra change on the way.
Yes, Graham. Gary Coyne, he's carried that shoulder injury for the most of the game. He's coming off, and Grant Ellis in 26 going on.
Tuvey to work the scrum for Manly. Here's Lyons with it. Linking up with Williams, who's lost it behind him. Oh, really ruled a knock on.
Oh, that's astonishing.
I could have sworn that went backwards. Check those scrums and penalties for you. 10-7 Canberra have the scrums, and 8-5 have favoured the penalties have favoured Canberra. So yet another scrum will go down just inside Canberra's half. It'll be Henjak to work it for the Raiders. Line side comes Belcher. Tuvey's got him. Henjak again. Tuvey's brought him down. Collins just inside the Manly half.
3 tackles in a row young Tuvey's done.
Belcher. Henjak blindside to Lance. Henjak. Ellis. A pass that was served up for a support, but has gone astray.
Haggett, I think's got it.
Yes, Manly with it now, and this is Lions. And O'Connor. Straight across field. Caught by Lonergan. 32 metres out from the Manly line.
Well, Manly are all in a bunch at the moment. Put an Indian blanket over the lot of them.
Gordon looking to go straight up the middle. He's played well in the second half, coming on fresh after Bobby Thornton didn't decide to use him up from the start of the game following the test match. Rapati, he's played well too for Manly. Last tackle for the Sea Eagles. Lions, what a game he's had. A little kick ahead for his outside backs. Belcher lets it bounce dangerously. No advantage for Canberra, but Gary Belcher, occasions today that he's let the ball bounce.
He was between the devil and the deep blue sea, really, there. He thought he probably couldn't get to it on the full, so he didn't go for it. Tuvey got to it, but dropped it, and then Hasler kicked it through.
Henjack. With the scrum feed that you saw before, all the penalties and the scrums. Out of the scrum base goes Henjack. Hasler's missed him badly. Into the clear. 3 Manly players on the chase. Will he get there? Can he last? He should. Great try. It should be a case of all too late, but a great individual try from Henjack.
A splendid try. Hasler is done for pace here. He's done so much work, he just can't really get to grips with little Henjack as he strides away. Now Rapati's coming from the wing. Dwyer's coming from the side on. He can't match it with him. And the dive from Williams was ineffectual. So there he is. A beautiful sight to see, the little man with a beard, the owner of a wine and spirit store down here in Canberra. He's looking around left and right, He can't believe his luck, and it's a fine solo try. It may be, as you say, little and too late, but it was very exciting and it'll put the crowd in good temper.
The kick to be taken very quickly from Belcher to try and get play restarted. It's successful. 26-20, Manly over Canberra. Apparently a couple of minutes only to go. Manly have been very, very slow for the restart. The crowd are letting McCallum know what they think about no time off being signalled. Dwyer trying to send it deep. Down for Daly, who slipped. Real miracle required, something maybe from Belcher or Ferguson. A penalty quickly to against Manly for not getting off the player against Ryan. The game is far from dead. Belcher reaches deeply for the kick. A magnificent kick for touch too. And this crowd who have been so quiet for so long, on their feet now. O'Sullivan out for Lonergan. They've got to keep it alive. The pass went back badly. Manly's come up with it. Just look for Manly now to kill play from this dummy half position. Firstly, it's going to be Ryan. Haggett just uses up the fullback. Dwyer straight up the middle. Maybe time might just run itself out with this set of 6. If it doesn't, they need a deep kick down towards the in goal. Extra slow to his feet, Williams. Gately, last tackle for Manly. They've got to get rid of this ball downfield. The touch goes Lions. Everything he's touched today has turned to gold. Ferguson. Can he produce something? No, little Tuvey again, strong in defence. They're going to have to do it right from their own line. The Raiders, Belcher, shifting it wide through Stewart. Now Lonergan. Tucked it under his arm. Got to unload this ball. Ellis. Outside the quarter line with a strong run. They've got to get to their feet quickly, Canberra. Stewart. Henjack. O'Sullivan. Plenty of catching and passing. No runners. There it is. It was too late. And a vital win to Manly. 2 losses in a row at home now for Canberra. Borden played strongly in the second half when he came on fresh. And it was a real day for the Manly backs, especially Cliff Lyons. 26-20, Manly over Canberra.
Well, Manly's points came from two players in the try scoring. Lyons scored 3, an astonishing display. Davis scored 2. O'Connor kicked 1 goal. Dwyer kicked 2. For Canberra, their 20 points came from Martin, Daly and Henjack. Belcher kicked 4 goals. So 26-20. There'll be some very tired footballers out.